In October, the first 3 weeks, they were busy. Things were selling that had been sitting on the market, and we definitely had a lot more activity. We doubled our sales in October, over double than we did last year.
It seems like things are kind of moving. I saw a lot of numbers from across the country that are, I mean, I guess depending on your perspective and how deep you get into the articles, Canada seems to be on the rebound.
Interest rates affect optimism. Like if you look at interest rates on a actual mathematic level, the variable rate holders who are,
Mhm.
in a Scotiabank mortgage where their rates adjust, their payments have now changed.
They're
People,
saving money
people
every
who are on
month
static
now. Yeah,
payments
great.
are paying less interest or lower amortization.
Happy
People who are
days.
on fixed unaffected. People who get fixed
Unaffected.
mortgages, those rates haven't really changed all too much amongst like, maybe a quarter, half a point at best
Depends when you
over
started
the last
looking.
few months. The people who are going to get variable rates, obviously, that's affected by prime, the discount, all that kind of stuff too. So there's a little bit of impact there. So really, has it woken up the market? I mean, if you ask, I guess the right people, they'll tell you, "Wow, it's fantastic." Well, I'll tell you right now, in September, things were slow. In October, the first 3 weeks, they were busy. Things were selling that had been sitting on the market, and we definitely had a lot more activity. We doubled our sales in October, over double than we did last year. October was my best month this year. It was a good month, but the start of November hasn't showed the same amount of activity.
Well,
So, like just over a week in, we're not seeing an escalation of, further and further sales. It was just the fall market happened this year in October. That's what happened.
the fall market happened in October. I don't know if
Yep.
that's actually what happened, but it definitely seemed
Well,
like we got a
that's
nice
basically what the
little
numbers so
boost
far
here.
shows. We'll know in November. If November numbers show similar trajectory and results like September did, then that's exactly what it was. We had a good October.
It's become
Boom.
abundantly clear that our audience doesn't really care about what we say here in Toronto, the
I know.
center of the universe. But thank God
Bringing in help.
we're bringing in the big guns,
Yep, we got a studio, we got some people, we got some staff, we got
spreading
things
out.
going on here, guys. So why don't we
Yeah.
go to Kip Conahan? Kip, let us know what's happening out west.
Kip Conahan here. Hey, Darryl and TK. Well, today I'm coming right from the studio to report what's going on in the greater Vancouver area. They're saying that the sales have started to return after interest rates started to come down. Wow, that's fantastic. We got 2,600 sales and almost 14,000 listings. This is 5.3 months of inventory, boys. It's a buyer's market. What are they talking about? Why do they always say the market? Oh, it's reported by the head of the real estate board. Now I get it. Hey, boys, good to see ya. Have a great time today on the show, and remember, if it's in the news, it's gotta be true.
Another amazing segment from our very own Kip Conahan. Thanks,
That
Kip.
guy is just getting better and better with age, isn't he, TK?
Absolutely.
So it's
So
kind of weird
he's got a
what's
point,
going
though.
on out there, right? Like
Yeah.
it sounds good from the headline, but doesn't. There's a lot of inventory still out
Yeah.
there, right?
Prices came down a little
Prices
bit.
came down,
Realtors
sales
pump
are
the
up.
stuff out of the
Yeah, it's a
pump the
real
crap out of this market anytime they can. That's their job. If you're
those
the
guys.
president of the real estate board, look at the press releases from 1992, Toronto Real
Oh,
Estate Board.
what were
Okay.
they saying?
They were saying that, buyers have returned to the market and that, it's about to, turn its corner. It's reached a bottom. We see all sorts of good prospects for next month being the best month in sales. And it went down for 3 more years after that.
Ah, because these guys know what they're
That's the
talking
real
about.
estate board president's job. What are they going to
Yeah.
say? Don't buy real estate, guys. It's not a good time.
Yeah.
Seems like if you buy now, it's going to be worth less when you move in. They're not going
Don't
to say that.
tell the truth. That's just
Yeah,
crazy. We don't like the truth,
I know.
TK, and that's
Well,
why
Vancouver
we're
prices are actually coming down. If you look at the benchmark rate, they're sliding down, and even though you got some more sales compared to October, I just think that there was a slow October in 2023 versus the October we had in 2024. doesn't really
Different
show things.
planet back then.
It's why you got to look at like this, you know, broader perspective. You know, you got to look at the end of the year. Okay, prices, January 1st to December 31st, up or down. Otherwise, you're following it month to month and you're just like this. You ever watch Santo's channel and you look how like his stats are? Like it's too small of a window. So even though you think, oh, I'm getting week to week stats and he's great at what he does and I'm not taking anything away from him, but it's kind of useless to be looking at week to week stats. Right?
Sure.
There's just too many variables and you go, oh, it's up, oh, it's down, oh, it's up. But by the end of the month, you're like, oh, it actually went up like consistently this month for like, you know, whatever, 1.3%. And if I had known that information, I probably would have made a better decision. But instead, I was like, oh, it went down. Oh my God.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.